The thing that really makes us feel good about doing this is we have many satisfied members.
I found out about Eastern Illinois loan program through the mailings and the bill, and from some neighbors that had used the program before. I thought the co-op's loan process was very good. Talked to the representative. We had some issues to work out, but he was very cooperative in working with us and getting it taken care of, and in a very timely fashion.
I needed somebody to help me, and that's when I called Eastern Illini. So I needed something that would be able to help me purchase a geothermal, and the geothermal, it was the key to my whole house in a sense, because I had done insulation, I got terrific windows, and I did a lot of other things that were making the home energy efficient. But without the geothermal, that would have all really fell off to the side. And being a novice at it, that's why I was relying on Eastern Illini to really help me to get started and help me to get an informed perspective on what to do and how to do it and who to find. People want to know, how does it work? Does it really affect your electric bill that dramatically? And I tell them it does. I mean, for the size of my home, and I'm all electric, it is a very economical system. And clean, quiet, no muss, no fuss. You just switch a switch, cool, hot, you're done. And you clean your filter every couple months, and that's it. That's what I like. In our complicated world, things are so complicated sometimes that they're difficult to deal with. That's why this is a neat system, because it's efficient, and it works, and it's simple.
I think in general, the program that I'm most proud of is the Energy Advisor program. And the reason I'm proud of that is because all of our electric cooperatives have embraced it. Many have really gotten on board and gone through the training. They now really understand the building science behind how homes perform and how a house actually works as a system. And they are taking that knowledge and they are using it at each of their REMCs, and they are helping members every day understand their energy bill and also understand how to better control their own energy bill. At Wabash Valley, when we were looking at our programs to offer for energy efficiency, we started out by looking at the pie chart of how a home uses energy. On average, 40%, 50% of a home's energy goes towards heating and cooling. As part of LaGrange County REMC's energy efficiency program, using a tool like a blower door can be very valuable in measuring and verifying the energy savings. The reason it's valuable is because you can do a pre-test when you first go into the home. You can make recommendations based on the information that you gather using that diagnostic tool. And then after the recommendations are carried forward, you can go back and post-test and actually quantify the amount of error reduction that you achieve through those recommendations. And based on that, we can also verify and measure the amount of energy that was saved because of the measures installed.
LaGrange County REMC would offer an energy audit to some people, and for those who are not familiar with that, the way I would go about describing that is, what are your comfort issues, what are your heating bills, and we would try to take the whole home as a system and try to make it and strike a balance for that particular homeowner and match that home's needs up to where that balance may be. We've got to take a look at a lot of different things here. Say the envelope of the home, where is the air sealing and insulation issues at? We're going to take a look at the HVAC system, duct systems, gas appliances for combustion. We've got to make sure everything's properly vented. Once we're all done with that, we've done an interview with the homeowner to find out, maybe there's areas where some rooms are cold or feel drafty, some areas feel pretty comfortable, and then we're going to take it back to the office and put a list of recommendations together. We also recommend certain contractors for specific areas. LaGrange County REMC, when I first started in the energy efficiency program, I wanted to jump in and get their attention, I guess. One of the people that I chose was Jim North, a family friend, longtime family friend, and also one of our board of directors. And obviously I did not want to goof that one up and have a failure on my hands right off the bat.
I kind of laughed at him. I said, my house is tight. I thought it was really fairly tight, and so he tried to talk me into a blower door test, and finally I agreed to let him do it, and when he did, it was amazing to see how many leaks in the house I was having and where they could save me money.
I was fairly new around the blower door at that point in time, and I thought maybe I was misreading something because of the amount of airflow that was running through this blower door. And as we opened the upstairs attic door, we started up the stairs. Well, in 1965, the Palm Sunday tornado had tore the whole second story off the North's home. As I got back in the corners with my flashlight, you could look down the stud cavities right there, and I was seeing the basement foundation through the main level right there. I just went down and shut the blower door off and told him, I said, Jim, hands down, we need to start an air sealing and insulation job here. People
don't realize how much energy they are losing in their home. And when they come out and like do the blower test, they've got infrared now that can show you just exactly where it's going to go, how much you're losing, and they almost can tell you exactly how much you can save a year.
If you can start showing that customer the infrared photos right there of where that air is leaking, that's priceless right there when you're trying to make improvements.
I think it's nice to work with your customers, and the more you work with your customers, the more satisfied they are. And if you can help them save money in one way or another, the way the economy is right now, I think it's a great service. And the savings for them helps your co-op in the long run.
You get one customer who's had a good experience and is happy with what's been recommended and the measures that they've implemented, then they tell their neighbor and they tell another person. And then you've got people calling into the co-op saying, hey, you did this for my neighbor. They're really happy. Their bills are down. They're more comfortable. Can you come help me too?